The what is this called, REA?
It's our amphitheater.
Yeah.
Roman amphitheater.
And here's a typical looking Roman. Oh, how about that?
Baby.
Keep on moving.
Sorry. Wait, let me take it to you.
This is incredible. So this is the Roman amphitheater. I'm right now standing on the stage. And this is now what we're doing is we're coming towards the backstage. That's the Herodian wall. That's the, I'm not sure, I think it's his home. I'll check it out and let you know. The Mediterranean. And it's an absolutely incredible sight.
This is my surrogate dad.
Mother and daughter. Surrogate mother and daughter. Here we go.
Okay, now let me take the
Okay, we'll
two.
take one.
Different view than this fishing here. I prefer to.
So REA is going to speak. We're now on the close to almost to the top.
I can barely hear you if I concentrate.
Louder! No! I can hear you saying, can you hear me? Sure you can, but barely. Louder. Project! Come on. I came to pray. Very.
It's so beautiful, the ocean. See how light.
Okay, now like
Okay, now look at the dimension of the city like it used to be in Herod's time.
Good.
But Herod will explain to you about him. I guess that you've been already to the father. You've heard already about Herod. I will just add a few things. The city.
Every few minutes a different group shows up, and here's a group from Japan.
Mark Antony.
You can tell because they all have cameras. No, that's not nice. I was listening to the guide before.
And they sent with him a Roman legion with 5,000 soldiers to kill all the resistance, all those who were anti-Romans and pro-Asmonean. It took him 3 times to kill all the resistance, starting from the Galilee, till he arrived to Jerusalem. He besieged Jerusalem, and then the less Asmonean king was Count and in Antiochia, and since then Herod became the only king of the Jews. But because all the kings that he has done stay on power, he was very much hated by the Jews. That's why he had to fight. It's not because he was doing.
I'm now looking from the top of the amphitheater. It's a little bit windy up here, but it's very spectacular. Up to the right, where we hit dinner last night, some additional rooms. The whole area is filled with Roman ruins from the 2,000 years ago. So REA, tell us, where are we?
So we're just north of, in between Caesarea and Haifa, and
Where?
a place called Atlit.
Yeah. And what is this place?
This place is an internment camp where the British
Yeah.
brought. What happened was the Jews who fled from Europe, they came here, and the British boats intercepted them. They either sent them to internment camps on Cyprus, or they brought them here into this. Look at the barbed wire, double layers. A guard tower right ahead.
And
And
so,
then double layers, and then they brought them here and held them, and then shipped them either back to Europe, where they got killed by the Nazis, or
So this
wandering.
was in the late 30s, early 40s?
Yeah.
And so this was nothing more than an internment camp.
Right.
And even though they knew...
Otherwise known as a concentration camp, but without the torture. The camp was surrounded by 3 barbed wire fences, illuminated at night and patrolled by sentries.
How did you know that?
I've done a lot of reading in the past.
As he's filming, right?
Very bright guy I'm with.
Yes, I read a lot. I read very well. Cleanliness.
So these are basically people who did not speak Hebrew?
So here's the things.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were
They
Europeans.
think they were
Yiddish.
Europeans. Oh, so they spoke Yiddish probably.
Yiddish and German or Polish or wherever they came from.
So this is when they got caught coming in on the boats?
They got caught and they were sent here. Some of the boats got through and then the people came and then they were absorbed quietly
Yeah.
underground. But the ones that were caught by the British were put in these camps, sometimes for a long time, but mostly to be shipped back to Europe. And these are apparently the barracks where they lived. I just want to read the sign.
It's like an eerie feeling. You know, right now it's empty. What is this that we are? This is an example.
Maybe that's in there.
This is an example of, oh my gosh.
Oh,
They had, how many huts of these type?
There were 80.
80?
Yeah.
80 huts.
And there were 40 people in each hut.
So this is the way the people live, behind these little,
For how long?
Well,
this is a recreation
months until they were shipped back.
of how 40 people lived in each hut, men, women, and children of all ages.
All right. You guys want to die?
אז תסלחו לי על האנגלית, טוב? זה שלי לא כזאת מושלמת.
She said, forgive her English.
It's okay.
This thing is not the original building. We just rebuild it. But you can see here, it's got the date 46, and this is original. But the whole building, yes. But the whole building, we just put it here, because it's a museum. This place, the British kept Maapilim here since 1939 all the way to 48. What's Maapilim? It's the illegal immigration that came here. Most of them came by ships, wooden ship, very small ships. They came, and some of them came by foot from Syria and from Lebanon, from our northern border. And they came here illegally because the British here didn't want Jewish immigration to come here. They said, okay, some of them can come, but most of you cannot. And in 1939, the British said 75,000 people in 5 years. That's the whole number that they wanted Jewish people to come here. Now, 39, we're talking World War II, and many people in Europe who want to come here, and it's really a ridiculous number. So the Jewish people had no choice just to come here illegally. And when most of the people the British caught, and they put them here. 1945, they start to send them away to Cyprus. And they put them in
Deport.
to port them away to Cyprus. They put them in jail in Cyprus. Something like this, but in Cyprus, not here. And if you heard about Exodus ship,
Yes,
Exodus,
Ken.
and they sent her back to Europe, which is amazing. You know, you're sending people back to Germany, where you. But most of the people really came here, and people will stay here. Some people stayed here some days only, and some stayed here for 2 years. And
2
slowly,
years?
For 2 years. Slowly, the British allowed them to go into Israel. You know, to get
So
free.
some people that stayed here got to stay in Israel.
Most of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
I
what the
thought they
British
were
did, what the British did is that
I thought
they
that they
took
shipped
the
them all
number.
out to
No,
Cyprus. and
no,
back to-
only few. No. What they did is they took the number off the 75,000 people.
All the ones here.
Yeah, like from the number that they allowed to come, they took the number here from, and slowly they released people. Now, when they came here, what you see now is nothing, because in the 70s, this whole place was ruined. But it was really very large, and I'll show you. I'll show you how it was looked those days. It was really very good. In those buildings, now we have only 20 beds, but it was originally about 40 beds, and sometimes 60. If it looks proud to you now, make it double. Or maybe 12 times.
Now there's only 20
Yeah,
beds,
about 20.
but there used to be 40 or 60?
Yes.
Oh,
So it is really very, very crowded. What also you can see here is that the doors are female and males together. And originally the British separated the male from the female, the men from wives and husband from wives, and the kids were with their mothers. But they're only allowed to see each other for 2 or 3 hours a day, and that's it. You live separately, not together. So they were allowed during daytime. They were allowed to go free between the how do you call this building?
the buildings?
Sleeve.
Hmm?
How do you say it? Sleeve.
Dorm.
Dorm. They were allowed to go between the dorms, but at night they closed the door. The British closed the door, and you're not allowed to go, and you're not allowed to go out. It's really very huge. There are about 200 to 300 people, sometimes up to 5,000 people since other times. So it's really very big.
Yeah.
This is the camp.
A computer microchip.
You can see separating between the men and between the women. This is the separate.
So there was actually barbed wire between the men's and the women's?
Sorry?
Actually wire
Yeah.
separating them?
Yeah. You can see two fences, one from this side, one from the other side.
Yes.
Real separating. This place is the showers, the shower places. Now, when they brought the people here and they tell them, men can't go here, women go here, and take all your clothes off, and you go into the showers. Now, when we're talking about people who are from the Holocaust, who came from Europe, and you tell them, take your clothes off, go separately, go to the showers, your memories are really very bad. But the British really didn't think about it, because all they want is people to take showers. Like, memories are very, very good.
What was this here?
This is disinfectant.
People went in there?
No.
Clothes.
Clothes, yeah.
Ah.
This thing here, you put the clothes from the other side and turn it, and the clothes are going out here.
So what happened is they would come in here to the showers.
We came here to the showers. This is the shower. This yellow, this green boxes is the showers.
These were the showers.
Yeah, these are the showers. And you take your clothes off and put them on here. The British one is standing here. He doesn't want to go near the Jewish.
Ah.
Turn it over and then
And then they would take the clothes and put them in to disinfect them.
This is where you left fire.
Can you imagine?
Now, the memories are only some pictures or some papers that are left.
They used to disinfect the clothes, and they also put their suitcases
Yeah.
with all their pictures.
Yeah. So many
Ruined
pictures.
them.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Many of the pictures and many of the papers got ruined here. And that's the sad part of this place. They use it for the whole camp. 3 days a week for women, 3 days a week for men. Yeah, this is the only shop. And this is original. Everything is original. Yeah, it's the original thing. You can see the pictures. This is a picture of the camp from the air. It took it 46, February 46. Oh, you have to read it. The mix was actually after 48. When in 48 state was born, we didn't need this place for illegal immigration, but in the 50s, legal immigration came, from North Africa. Yeah. So they put immigrations here and they built the mikvah. In 56 and 67 we had wars. 56 we have Sinai War and 67 6 Days War, and they put here prisoners, most of them from Egypt, war prisoners. And by the 70s the Holocaust was over.
In the 70s, the place was what? How was the place destroyed?
In the 70s, we expected big immigration from Russia, and they thought that the people will come with, the gift is. So they expected people to come with money. They just cleaned the whole area to be here. But no immigration came, no big the whole place was redecorated about 3 years ago, and it's really new.
so the mikveh wasn't built until,
Until 50 or 49.
so until we had a state.
It wasn't a prison anymore.
So if you look very closely, you'll see the car. We're on our way up to Davening. It's interesting, the view. It happens to be a little overcast, but over here to our north is a far mountain out there that you can't see a spot. We're on our way up this road. There's Bonnie and Aryeh, and we're going to where that tree is out there, and that has a view down below of Tiberias. We're way up on top of this hill, and just below us to the right is where the Ramban is buried. So here we are. We're getting close to the top.
Yes, we are.
And
I don't know what's up there yet.
And what's up here so far is the three of us and a couple of cows in the background. So Bonnie says it has horns,
It's also a cow.
and we're not sure if it's a cow or a very tired bull.
This is the Arbel Cliffs. This is overlooking the whole Galilean Valley, the Sea of Galilee, and even up through to Seasfot. From here is the most gorgeous view in Israel outside of the old city of Jerusalem.
Wow. Wow. We're up here just before night. The sun's going to start coming down. Bonnie, what do you think? Here's where I'm standing. And if we look over 3 feet and look down, you'll see cars down below. And I only have 1 minute of film left. And you'll see the whole Galilee. Unfortunately, it's overcast, and here is the Sea of Galilee out here, and we're looking at it now. Unfortunately, we're so high up, it's overcast. And there's a little pond there. What's that pond?
It's just irrigation.
Hello. So what'd you think when you looked out there? Huh?
I say, oh wow.
Is that incredible?
I found the right spot.
REA, how did you ever find this place? You know, that wind can take you over.
My brother and I used to come up here when we go on vacations, and we'd bring some beers, we'd sit down, I'd bring my guitar, and we'd sit and watch the sunset. And then we'd daven up here and we'd watch the sunset. And it's very beautiful. And then we'd either go down to Tiberia, which is right there, Tiberias, which is Spot, which is right there.
Yeah,
What more could you want?
not much.
Oh, and there's a very interesting hike just down here where you can climb down it's about, I don't know, 1,000-foot drop.
Wow.
You can climb down
Where's the Rambam buried?
in Tiberias, just over here.
Yeah.
As well as Rabbi Akiva.
It's an incredible view. And we came from back up here in the Galilean
Spot.